We can go. Let me look at the hashtag on Twitter because we don't give that enough love sometimes. And we got some good questions yesterday.
I like Twitter people.
Twitter people are good. Yeah.
Sometimes.
Sometimes is the key word here.
Sure.
Yeah, Josh Park is
90%.
writing. Sonic director announces movie release date is it's delayed. What do you think of it?
I mean,
I hate this. I hate it.
That's so weird that they're letting themselves be.
This is putting the fans in a position.
They're only gonna make more petitions now. That's so dumb.
But I don't know. Here's the thing. This is why, because Thad and I bump heads a lot, and I would say that yesterday I posted out someone had posted in the Facebook group. They put the music, the Brad Fiedel music, over the trailer yesterday of Terminator, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I said, this is what this looks like. I was like, please change this. I didn't do a petition. I just said, please change it. And then he's like, we're in favor of fan petitions now? And I just wrote, huh? The question mark. That has nothing to do with petitions. Just a matter of it sounds better. Yeah. So this isn't. It wasn't necessarily a petition. It was the fan base saying.
Yeah, it was just Twitter reaction.
It was fan base saying that's not the character.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the character. Please change it. It's ridiculous when a thing comes out. Like if the movie came out, it was over, and they're like, go back and change it now. No, we're petitioning it. No, the movie's out already. We're petitioning to reshoot episode 8. We're petitioning to reshoot all of Game of Thrones. That's stupid. Right. But if there's certain things you post an opinion, like I said, to me the trailer looks better with that Brad Fiedel music, I say, please, if you can listen to the fans, this is what we want, and it is their right to say no. We're going to leave it as it is.
I understand listening to fans and hearing and getting feedback, but when they start yelling and screaming to the rooftop,
it's the way you do it,
and coming at you so hard, and then all of a sudden they blink, they move it 3 months so they can work on redesigning it. To me, that gave that vocal. Probably minority that was very vocal. This
but here's
that's what.
Let me throw a flip side.
I agree, and also not saying that it didn't look bad or whatever, but as much as we were spent 20 minutes talking about Terminator trailer yesterday, at the end of the day, we also haven't seen the finished product, and that's one thing that I think is more valuable is to wait till you have a finished product to judge it.
But let me throw a flip side to this too, because now that audience that yelled about it, and with a hardcore fan group that said that's just not Sonic. It doesn't look like him at all. Now because they did this,
got nicer teeth than all of us.
But what I'm saying though, now that they did this, now that fan base, maybe they feel like, hey, they listen to us. That's the character I know. I'm going to go spend money on this ticket now. Right. I'm going to go see this movie because that's the character I knew, and they changed it. Because the story's not going to change. It still looks like shit, the story. but the fact that they actually changed it, that's the Sonic that everybody knows. I think that's going to help this time around. I don't think it was, if it was a petition and they listened to the petition, I agree with you. I think that's dangerous.
How much is it even delayed? Do you know?
3 months, right?
3 months, yeah. So it was going to be November of this year,
so
and then
February.
Yeah.
What if it's good?
Hey, and you know what?
Because that's what we all want at the end of the day, right? We want everything to be good.
So that's the question. The question is the studio listening to the fans a good or a bad thing?
It's a good question, and as long as they're happy and I understand taking some ownership of what you love and wanting the best and coming at it in a way of that. It's the yelling that.
But you just said the word ownership, right? At the end of the day, it's yes, it's one thing to be like, okay, that's not my Batman, that's not whatever, right? But also you have so many versions of a character sometimes. Maybe not with Sonic. You could go back to the 90s cartoon, which had a really good theme song. But my point is that you have a lot of versions of a Star Wars movie. You have a lot of Batmans. You have several Supermans. You can go and have one that you really like. It's okay to make different adaptations of characters. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just somebody's vision.
Not to like it.
Correct.
Too.
That's the point. Is that but it is also okay for the fan base to say,
and to be vocal.
I don't know who that is. That's not the character I know.
And that's fine. And it's okay to be vocal. I criticize things all the time, but there's a difference between criticizing and then being
screaming
no, you need to do exactly what I want.
Right. Well, but that's the thing though too. It's such a catch-22 because the reason, and I think it's a matter of how people say, because I think people are allowed to say you should do this the way that we want to see this, because those are the people you're asking for them to open up their wallets and buy tickets. So if it is
tickets are expensive,
because I'll tell you, if they make Knights of the Republic right, and Bastilla is now a big dude alien instead of this kind of badass chick, I'll be like, that's not Bastilla. Or if now the main character is something completely different, or they've changed the war and there's only one Sith now and he's trying to, it's not the same story.
What if it's good though, even though they change certain things?
Again, it's a matter of.
I guess I'm trying to think of examples of movies or.
I understand what you're doing, and you can, and it's absolutely a possibility you can go in there and go, "Wow, they proved me wrong. I thought it was going to be crappy." But it's again my right as someone who's been so attached to these things to go, "That's not what I saw."
Yeah, but you're not going to write a petition about it.
No, I'm not. But I will. But for the example of yesterday, like I did with Terminator, I'm a big fan of music because there was some moron who wrote back on Twitter. He's like, with a stupid condescending LOL, and usually that's the way to get blocked anytime you do LOL.
I'm gonna write LOL at you all the time.
I'll block you tomorrow, and I've been looking for an excuse. But
just reply with a GIF.
No, but it was like someone's when I said the music. Where's the music on this thing? And someone's like, "That's what you're complaining about." It's a big thing, man. You don't realize. You don't understand.
Music is the biggest thing.
It's so crucial, and that's people. That is a simpleton.
Yeah. And you know, my preference is they should just consult me. I'm saying as music supervisor, but my preference would be like I love Bjork, so I was happy that they used that cover of Hunter, but it would be cool to like go into that theme, the Raphael theme, like at the end, similar to like the remember the Ghostbusters teaser, where they had I think you just there was like a warehouse where you zoom into Ecto 1 and they played Bernstein's theme, and that was awesome. It was just a little clip.